Put the board together. It has 4 puzzle pieces. Place the one with the big gear last. Spin the gear so the blue sticker is on the starting arrow. Put the corn, wood, stone, gold, and skulls in piles next to the board. Shuffle the monuments and deal them out. 4 in a 2-player game, 5 for 3 players, and 6 for 4 players. Shuffle the age 1 buildings and deal 6 out on the building spaces. Place the corn tiles on each of the corn spaces. 2 in a 2-player game, 3 for 3 players, and 4 for 4 players. Place wood tiles on top of the corn tiles on the wood spaces. Each player gets their player board and 3 workers and sets aside the other 3. The player board is set to the light side. Each player places their score tracker on the starting space of the score track and their smaller pieces on the starting spaces of the technology and god tracks. Deal out 4 starting tiles to each player. If you have fewer than 4 players, set up dummy workers. Take the remaining 6 or 12 workers of the unused colors. One at a time, draw a starting tile. Place a dummy worker on the space listed on the bottom. For example, this tile means a dummy worker goes on Pelonk 5 here. If it is the first dummy worker placed on a gear, also place one opposite it on the same gear. Continue drawing tiles and placing dummy workers until they're all placed. Each player chooses 2 out of the 4 starting tiles and receives the resources and bonus pictured. Whoever sacrificed something most recently is the starting player and gets the starting player marker. Play goes clockwise. After each turn, refill the building spaces with new buildings. Age 1 buildings in the first half and Age 2 in the second half. At the end of the second quarter, after feeding and god track scoring, remove all of the Age 1 buildings and deal 6 Age 2 buildings out on the spaces. The starting tiles and buildings have icons that give you certain things. These icons mean you get the number of resources pictured. For example, 9 corn here, 1 stone, 2 wood, 1 gold, 1 crystal skull. These icons mean you get to move up the specified technology track without paying resources. This is for the Chichen Itza tech track, this is for the buildings, this is the resource one, and this is the agriculture one. These symbols mean you can move up the space on the specified god track, brown, gold, or green. This symbol means you get an extra worker. You cannot have more than 6 workers. These are straight victory points, 6 points and 2 points. This feeds one of your workers for you during each quarter end, so you don't have to pay for corn for that worker. This one would feed 3 workers. If you have this, all of your workers need 1 less corn. 2 of these buildings would feed all your workers. This icon means you get to move up 1 space on any god track of your choice. This means you get to build a building using any building text you have. These 2 icons are similar to the actions on the yellow gear. Here you can pay a corn to do any action on any of the gears except the Chichen Itza gear. Here you can exchange corn and resources back and forth. 2 corn for a wood, 3 for stone, and 4 for gold. This symbol means you can move up any tech track without paying the resources. The 2 arrows mean you can do it twice. The monuments give you points based on what you have at the end of the game. These 3 give you points for each building and monument you have of the corresponding color, including these monuments. This is 4 points for each brown, 4 for each blue, and 4 for each green. This gives you 2 points for each building or monument you've built, no matter the color. This gives you points based on how many workers you have in play, 6 for 4, 12 for 5, and 18 for all 6. This gives you points for how many monuments were constructed among all the players. In a 4-player game, you get 4 points per monument, 5 points per in a 3-player, and 6 points per in a 2-player game. This gives you 3 points per each skull that was placed on Chichen Itza, no matter who placed it. These give you points for how many corn or wood tiles you have. This is the only time corn and wood tiles count toward anything. This is 4 points per corn tile, and this is 4 points per wood tile. If you burn the forest, you don't get the wood tile. These give you points based on where you are in the technology or god tracks. This gives you points based on how many technologies you've reached the 3rd level in, 9 for 1, 20 for 2, and 33 for 3 or 4. This gives you 3 points per level you have on the technology track. For example, here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 levels, so I'd get 9 times 3 or 27 points. This gives you the victory points for where you are on the god track, like at the end of age scoring. For example, here blue would get 8 plus 6 plus 3 points, or 17 points total. You don't get the bonus for being the highest again. For this monument, you choose one of the god tracks and score 3 points for each space above the starting space your marker is. For example, here I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces up on this track for 15 points. On this track, I'm 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces up.